Hi friends, we have this function f of x equal to x plus 1 by x, and this is from 1 to infinity domain close bracket 1 to 2 to infinity again 2 close bracket. Now what is f inverse x? F inverse x means first we have to equal this to x, this x plus 1 by x to y, and express x in terms of y, and then replace that y with x. That is that is our f inverse, right? Let's write x plus 1 by x equal to y and simplify this, and then see whether we get any of these options, right? X plus 1 by x equal to y equals x square plus 1 by x. That means xy equals x square, x into y equals x square plus 1. Right. That means x square minus xy plus 1. X square minus xy plus 1 equal to 0. This is a quadratic equation. Minus b plus or minus b. So this is a is 1, a equal to 1, and b equal to minus y, c equal to 1. Right. Minus b plus or minus b square minus 4ac. So y minus b is minus of minus y, which is y, plus or minus b square, that is y square, minus 4ac, 4 by 2a. So we are able to express x in terms of y. X equal to y plus or minus under root y square minus 4 by 2. So f inverse x is naturally x plus or minus under root x square minus 4 by 2. So see here there is an interesting thing. We have two forms here. X plus root x square minus 4 by 2 and x minus root x square minus 4 by 2. Okay. And if you see the options both are given. So this is very interesting. Now how to pick this? Okay. So now if you closely see here, what is the domain of f? 1 to infinity, and range of f is 2 to infinity. Obviously for f inverse x, the range should be 1 to infinity and domain should be 2 to infinity. So obviously 2 to infinity is fitting in both places because x square should be greater than 4. 2 to infinity is fitting in both the places. Okay, the domain for f inverse x is fitting both places. We need to check for the range. Okay, let's say x is a very big number. Okay, let's say x is around some 100. So what will this become? X plus, then it will become something like 100 plus under root 100 minus 4. Okay, that is 96 by 2. What will this become? 100 minus under root 96 by 4 by 2. What does that mean? And when x becomes very large, let's say 1000, 10,000 and all. So this 100 and this 100 square minus 4, this 4 is significantly very, very small, right? 100 square minus 4 or 1000 square minus 4 will be close to x. When x is too big, then minus 4, it doesn't matter. So it is roughly equivalent to 2x by x. Right, roughly equivalent to. When x is too big. Here it is roughly equivalent to x minus x, that is 0 by 2. Okay, so here it is roughly equivalent to 2, this value, sorry, is roughly equivalent to uh, x, and here it is roughly equivalent to 0. Right, here we are getting when x is too big, the 4 is insignificant, and because there is a plus here, x plus x by 2, 2x by 2, which is x. That means when x is big, this part, x plus or minus under root x square minus 4x, one is leading to x, the other is leading to 0. Okay, so but the domain of f is 1 to infinity. What does that mean? The range of f inverse x should be 1 to infinity. But in one case, the range is x is fine. In another case, the range is tending to 0. Right, guys? When x is large, when x is large, the f inverse of x is tending to 0. If you take the second case. Whereas when x is large, if you are taking f inverse fx in the first case, it is tending close to x, right? So we have to ignore the second one because it is not fitting our 1 to infinity definition. It is going lesser than 1. It is going to 0. Whereas in the first case, when it is x plus under root x square minus 4 by 2, it is going in this domain, right? 1 to infinity. Right. And obviously, when you take 2 in both the places, so when you take 2, then this becomes 2 by 2, which is 1 in both the places. This is 1, whether you take plus or minus, it doesn't matter because this part will become 0. F inverse x is 1 in both the places. Basically, this is the graph. The graph of x plus or minus under root x square minus 4. Forget about the negative part. We are concerned about the positive part. It starts from 2. Okay. So f inverse ideally should start from 2. The domain is 2 to infinity and range should be 1 to infinity. Okay. It starts from 2. Okay. The domain, both the places, the violet one and the orange one. For the x plus case, it starts from 2. The range is starting from 1 to infinity. Domain is starting from 2 to infinity, right? So when you are taking x plus under root x square minus 4, the domain is here 2 to infinity and the range, this part is 2. This point is 2, 1, right? This point is 2, 1. So here it is 2 to infinity right side and here it is 1 to infinity. Okay. So this is working fine. We want from 2 to infinity to 1 to infinity. But in the other case, if you are taking minus, then the domain is 2 to infinity. That is fine. But range is 1 to 0. If you see, it is starting from 1 and it is going to 0. Right. So that's why this negative part we have to ignore. Positive part is the only correct answer. X plus under root x square minus 4 by 2 is the correct inverse. Right, guys? Hope you like this. It's a beautiful concept. We need to be little careful in these cases. Basic algebraic manipulation or roots of quadratic equation only involved here.